Hey, it's Spence from WP Launchify with more details on our new product, MediaHub Client. I'm really excited about this. Kind of hanging out on the cold weather today. And I started playing with it and I realized this is going to be a game changer. The prospect is that for just the cost of the server, starting at $20 a month, you get the MediaHub Client software and the ability to create essentially one place where you can store all of your assets. Other than video, you really shouldn't use it for video. That should be on a hosted streaming server. But for all your static assets, and then share them as easily as I'm going to show you. The best part about it is you can daisy chain together multiple sites using this connectivity. So you can have one central WordPress website that's not even something you intended to use as a server and have that be the source. So what I'm going to do right now is here's a blank site, rocket.net site. Why is the rocket.net important? Well, we're offering this for all of our clients because not only the customer support and the technology, but we're able to offer at $20 a month a third discount from the retail price of an optimized CDN that can also serve as your marketing automation, your transactional hub, your assets for doing any kind of advertisement and other kinds of form intake. So in other words, it can start as just a media hub, but very quickly you can have all your services and transactional stuff from here and then connect to all your other sites with the tags to do the things you want. So that's kind of like replacing a $297 server on a Go High Level or one of the third-party SaaS things with something that you totally own and control. But for 20 bucks a month, just starting with the basics of the media, let me show you how this works. I'm going to put two plugins in place. First of all, I'm going to upload here the version 1.01 of the MediaHub Client. Now, I've got that here on my desktop. You're going to be getting that from WP Launchify when you subscribe, either as a software bundle member under the Minute Launch software bundle, or if you get this independently with just the hosting. Makes no difference. If you've got the hosting, it'll be included in there. Next, I'm going to add another plugin that's going to amplify this. This is the free Filebird. You can use any number of the media library tools because they'll all work with what we're doing here. That was the main reason I wanted to do this. That bunny.net and AWS and all the other places where you can host in the cloud have really, really horrific interfaces for using the media. Whereas with WordPress, we've already got this really amazing starting point of the media library amplified with something like Filebird. So now I'm going to go to Settings, Media Hub. I'm going to put in where do I want the source to be. I already did this before the video. I'm going to use my site at 1WDTV. I can use any site I want as long as I've turned on the application sharing for one of the administrative users. So here I'm the administrator and I've used the application password that I set up at 1WDTV so that I can connect. I click save and then I test the connection. It will tell me how many assets are there, about 126 items. Next, I simply go to the media library and all the magic breaks loose. Now, I have got on the left side, this is the Filebird tab. I'm going to show you why that's important. But out of the box, just the default behavior, notice that I've got 126 items remote. If I go to local, you'll see I have no items here. It's a blank site. I don't need to load this particular WordPress site up with junk. I can just use all the remote items. Super important. I can search by the normal names just out of the box. So if I type something like laugh, it'll pull up something that matches that search term, right? If I pull up offer, let's see if this works here. You see, so all the filtering, the normal behavior works. The other part that's really super neat is that you can go into grid mode and you've got a different layout for selecting stuff. This is good because if you click on any item, you'll get to see it in full size and you can obviously just copy the URL. Similarly, even in list view, you can just copy the URL because you notice I modified the URL here. So all you need to do is either download or copy it. There's no editing because this asset is already located on the other server. Now, we've got tools in the Minute Launch software bundle that allow you to use remote URLs in a lot of places. But even out of the box, it's super awesome because let's do a logo. If I wanted to use this logo as the logo of this site, I copy the URL. And I'm going to come back here in a second. Just go to Appearance Customize because I'm using, let's say, Cadence. And I'm going to set the logo with the remote, CDN optimized, hosted globally, firewall protected asset. So I go to Header, Logo, choose Logo Only, select Logo. Then I just go to the Media Library. and I can either type logo again, or I can do this manually direct. I'm just doing this way. Okay, I don't have to crop it. I can adjust the size. Notice up here, it looks super awesome, and I am done. Now, what's the benefit? A, I have one logo for my business that I uploaded to that one server one time, and I use it everywhere I want. I can use it in Facebook ads. I can publish socially. I can use it on this WordPress website. I don't have to make it 50 million times. That's a huge savings of time and effort, but also means that you can optimize it once, store it in a CDN, and never have to worry about it. Number two, I can find the stuff I want as easily as this. Watch this. If I go back over and I go to the media library, now I open up the FileBird. Let's just make a new folder, and we're going to call this folder logos. Or I can make it brand stuff, but let's do logos. Now I'm going to take my full library of assets. I'm going to type the word logo and see what comes up, first of all, from previous naming. Maybe that's going to come up with a couple things. Hold on, let's try it again. So let's say these are my logos. I'm going to bulk select. I'm going to just drag these little bad boys into here. Now I've got a folder that has all my brand logos. And if I want, I can even get granular, right? I can do like a subfolder inside of a folder, right? So if I do a subfolder inside of here, I'll say WP Launch Club. I'm not saying I have a million logos, but I'm simply saying I can sub-organize even farther all my brands. So now I've got logos. I've got just the one logo for Launch Club. How easy is this? Now, let's say I want to use it inside of the site. Okay, let's go and add a new page, add new, and I can use the Gutenberg block, or I can use the even old-fashioned classic editor with tiny MCE. Here's an image. Let's do image. And let's do advanced image, actually. Oh, you know what? I have not installed the Cadence blocks. So let's actually really quickly, let's do that. I'm going to install just the free Cadence blocks. Not because we can't do it with the regular blocks. I'm going to do both, but just because it's going to show you how cool it is with Cadence blocks, which I really prefer. And these are also included in the Minute Launch software bundle. Okay, let's try it again. Let's go to pages, add new page, and I'm going to use the Cadence image block. All right, advanced image. And now here, I can obviously just do right on the box, paste that bad boy right in place. But if I wanted, I can also open the media library and select from anywhere. But in this case, why don't I just go to the logo place, right? And I can choose a different logo because it's all available to me here. I can also do that over here when I edit the image. So any place that you're asked to put in an image, you can either paste it manually or you can do it through this method. To keep my promise, let's replace this and use the standard Gutenberg image. No big deal. Same idea. Insert from a URL, or I can replace it and use the media library, right? Could not be any more awesome. I can also use this in regards to any of the other plugins that are asking for images. So even if I was in the old-fashioned classic editor, I could just start typing. Notice the URL is an embeddable. It is something that is recognized as a legitimate item. So it can be turned into a link. It can be turned into something that you click on an overlay and so forth. Now, you can do this with PDFs as well. Let's do one live, okay? So, well, actually, I wonder if I have one inside my other media library. But this is a great idea if you're trying to, for example, have a library of documents and you want to share them across multiple sites. You can really do this with any asset. Just don't do it with video, because video is got to be delivered in a streaming manner for proper delivery. Now, I don't know if I have PNGs in here, but let's sort through. I'm not sure what this is going to show. There's not a filter for PDFs, so there's a zip file, which is interesting. So if I copy the URL, I'm not saying I would do this, but it's theoretically possible. Doing a URL, I just go ahead, add new page, and I can use this URL for the remote zip file because it should work just as well regardless, right? So in this case, I might put a button, maybe an advanced button, get your zip file. And then I would just paste the URL in here. Okay, done, publish. got to give it a title probably, but that would allow us to click, and that would, and indeed it does, add a pattern link library. It downloads the zip. So all of these cool ideas, all available. You're just going to go ahead. We're going to have a different brand product on this using this logo that will indicate what you're getting. But on all of the Rocket.net hostings, if you go to WPLaunchify.com right now, to the pricing tab, you could scroll down. We're introducing our a la carte pricing. So right here's our original bundle thing. Oops. Here's our original bundle organization of products and solutions. I have switched to this a la carte. We're going to have something up here that will be in addition to the fastest hosting. But if you get the fastest hosting with Rocket, $20 a month, you will have the best server to act as a media hub for all your sites, but you will also have the capacity to do all the other stuff with the marketing automation, the e-commerce, the transactional engine, the forms, because all you need to do is turn on the rest of the stuff we've got in the Minute Launch software bundle and just go to town. But I just can't be clear enough. I want to make this just as a media server, because that is a pain point by itself, that for 20 bucks a month, I challenge you to find a better solution. AWS, no. You cannot do better on bunny.net even, because the interface does not give you the same capability that you get in WordPress. I didn't really indicate it to you here, but one of the benefits of this as well is that because these are WordPress related Media Hub objects, you can use them in any of the other programmatic stuff. You can't as easily do that when you're using an outside server, but more importantly, just the ability to organize and sort and filter and do other stuff is to me a no-brainer. So you've got a WordPress site that's essentially acting for all its best purposes, and it allows you this really super neat, secure way of connecting. So if you go to that particular site, you can just revoke the application password anytime you want to kick somebody off or turn it off and so forth. So I encourage you to try this out. I have a feeling this is going to be one of my best sellers this year. You can also get any of the other options, including unlimited email support. You can get the software bundle here. You can build your own bundle or use the new monthly combo option. Notice this, I just put this in place. So you can just click one button and get the benefit of the doubt. If you're doing this for clients, I offer $20 per month of this to you. So send your client here with your affiliate account. You will get $20 of the 97, which means that if you charge an equal or better amount for your services, your client is going to use the best platform, guaranteed everything I can deliver to you, wholesale. You get $20 of my 97, so you make $117 a month for charging essentially for intermediary services of helping your clients to do stuff. You can also get the benefit of the 16% discount if you go annual. Just buy everything as a package, and it's $970, which is 2 months for free. I encourage you guys to jump on board. Run, do not walk. It's a new year. It's never too late to get started. I'll see you on the next video.